Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens. What is your love language?
It's so weird because it's like a flip side to it because as soon as you asked that question, I wanted to just come straight out of the gate and I just wanted to say sex is my love language because I need it. Like, I need a very, very advanced, broad sexual array for a woman to have. Yeah, spectrum for me to be, like, interested in her. But if she is intellectually stimulating,
It makes up.
Yeah, she can make up for some of that, but I'm trying to go into one of my relationships and get the perfect answer, but the idea is
It's tough, man.
no, the idea it really is when we can talk about sex, we can talk. I feel like, and it's kind of crazy, I feel like when we can talk about sex, like any kind of way, like when we can talk about sex freely, we can talk about anything. We can go into anything. But if we have problems talking about sex, because I've realized that, because I went back into one of my relationships and I realized that
A lot of women are like that, though.
one of my girls had like a block where she couldn't actually engage with me on that sexual level and go back and forth and talk about what she liked and what she didn't like and what she liked done to her and this, that, and the third. And so that right there, it caused like a communication block, so to speak, because I couldn't flirt with her on the level that I need to be able to flirt with to open up certain things. Because I can just start talking about sex with a girl and be flirting with her about something, and that'll actually turn the conversation into something more serious. It can go from sex to this to orgasms to mental orgasms to how you have them to where, how, and then it'll go into a whole nother conversation, all because of that one little thing. But if you don't even have that door for me to open into that's horrible for me. I can't. It's like just bumping into a wall all the time, and I have to go. And if I use that as my language and I can't use that with you, it's just like I'm trying to. And the
find
fucked up
another leeway.
Yeah.
You gotta find a.
And the messed up part is, if she's not on that same wavelength as I am, it comes off as me being like some kind of horn dog or something.
Or a creep.
Yeah, when I'm not. I'm actually trying to communicate with you, and I'm just trying to do it on my level.
Sex is your gateway to more things. The discussion of sex. Not the physical act itself, but just the concept of sex, the discussion.
Yes.
It gives, yeah, I can understand that.
Yo, because, okay, you know how there's that saying, women would always say, oh, I can tell who a man is, or I could tell how good a man is in bed by how he dances.
Mm-hmm.
I can make the same case about sex. I can tell how a woman truly is, at least from a base, a core level, by how she reacts to sex, how she talks about sex, how her sex actually is. How intimate is this woman? How open is this woman? How confident is this woman?
Yeah. That is it. It's fun. I wish I could have said that, but that's exactly what I'm getting. That is, when I throw that out there, that's that hook that I'm using, and they don't understand it's a hook. I'm like, I'm trying to see where your body count is, even though you think I'm not going to know. I'm going to pick up on little cues and little things you're saying that's going to tell me whether or not you're a whore, you went through your whore phase.
Which, by the way, I always respect a woman who can admit to having those phases. Because most women, especially nowadays, will have those phases. It's just the way our society has groomed that mindset.
But again, if we don't have this conversation...
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? We will never actually understand what it is we're dealing with on what level.
Yeah, what level?
And so that's why I always have that conversation with them to see how close they are. Because you can see you might be just dealing with something that's really, really gentle and fragile. Or you're probably dealing with something that's just been used, abused, and just beaten up. And, because you can either catch a woman that's in her phase where she just wants to be dicked down. Or you can catch a woman when she's in a phase where
she's broken down.
And she actually wants to be taken, like she doesn't need to be broken anymore. Like she's fragile at that point. You get what I'm saying? And you'll know based off of those things, because that vagina, her vagina holds all the keys to cues to what it is she's going to say and how she holds on to things, you know? As soon as I'm talking to a woman and they go, oh, yeah, well, I'm practicing, or I'm abstinent, so I'm abstaining from sex right now.
That just means you've been through the woods.
Them niggas been smashing, not calling you back.
Exactly.
And shit has not been, you've been sucking dick and shit has not been going your way. And you just said, all right, whoa, no dick for at least like a year. My fucking head is
Let me
fucking.
get this together.
I'm dickmatized.
Exactly.
My head, I'm fucking spinning. Yeah, let me get
Let
my
me
shit.
figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my pussy back in order. And, you know, let me back up off of this. And, because, you know, if you talk to a girl and she's sound and she can, because you got those girls that you can talk to them and you can sense that she went from that guy and then that guy didn't really work out, and as soon as that wasn't done, a week or 2 weeks later she starts talking to that guy. The next month she's just fucking another guy smashing. And then you got those girls that they'll be with a guy and you'll talk to them, they'll be with this guy and they'll be with that guy for a while, into that guy for a long time, trying to make it work with that guy. Sometimes we're that guy, you know what I'm saying? And then it doesn't work, but they don't just go hop on a new dick. Like that girl will just be like, yeah, so I kind of just been staying on myself, or I just been doing this, or I just been, and that's the girl that doesn't have 560 trillion bodies. That's the girl that's like emotionally sound in her head where she doesn't have to actually hop on a new dick just to get through the month or get through the week. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's basically why I use sex as my language, because I use it as a fishing tool. Because as you start to talk about it, it's going to hit all their little cues and they're going to bring up things. They're going to bring up the X. You know, they're going to tell you if XYZ had a little dick. They're going to tell you if they like, you know, if they like it rough or not, or if they, you know, if they're into this or if they're not into that, or, you know what I'm saying? They're going to bring up those things. And then you, along the lines, like I said, you get to bounce off of that and find out more about them.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.